When treating allergies, a lot of times we use one medicine followed by another medicine if that's not effective, and then another. And when you understand what allergies are from, it can give you a better idea of how to combat it. Now, it's pretty obvious if you know you're allergic to something that you try to avoid it, be it pollens at a certain time of year or cats or other animals. But many times we have to learn to live with them and figure out what's the best way. Well, if you try an over the counter antihistamine like Zyrtec or Claritin, you're really only hitting one part of the whole allergy cascade. Uh, by using three different methods at the same time, you'll get the best result, and then you can adapt that to your own particular problem. So I recommend doing three things at once. The first is nasal washes with something like a Neomed sinus rinse. It's a bottle in which you make the saline with the little packets, and just like the woman on the front here, whoops, let's go over here. Like you put it against your nostril and squeeze, and it floods through the sinus. You keep your mouth open, and that way you don't cough and sputter and so forth. And doing it with warm saline tends to be very soothing. It washes much of the particulates out, and you feel clearer. Follow that about a half hour to an hour after you've dried out from the saline with something, a Veramist or another kind of nasal cortisone, Flonase, Nasonex. There's a whole variety of them. I just have the demonstrator for Veramist, and by spraying, you're going to be putting some cortisone in there to stop the swelling that occurs with allergies. Now, the important thing to do with this is you want to be able to get the nasal passages, and they go backward rather than straight up. So you never want to use it like this. You want to look at your toes and spray up your nose. Now you won't forget it. Look at your toes to spray up your nose, and that way the medicine will go back into your nasal passages, and gradually over time, not very long, by using these two methods, you'll decrease all the swelling that's here. By using the antihistamine, you're also going to block all of the other tissues from swelling up and having histamine release, which leads to further swelling. So by using all three, you can reduce many of the symptoms of allergies and then back off on one. Maybe this is too much of a pain. Maybe you don't like the smell or some other problem with this, or the Claritin or Zyrtec um, or other antihistamine over the counter just doesn't match with you well. You can back off from that one and just do two. But most of the time, when you're doing all three, you get to smell a whole lot better. You get to breathe a whole lot better. Your sleeping improves. Sometimes your snoring can go completely away. And you can notice when the neighbors are having chicken piccata because it smells very good.